Oh.
His mama said yes.
Oh.
His sister said yes.
Set the bar. She just set the bar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She just set the bar. She proposed.
That is so nice. So with all that being said, I want to thank all y'all for holding my secret.
Okay, so this video just recently went viral. It is a woman who proposed to her boyfriend, and the man is seen crying. She gets down on one knee, and the main reason why it went viral is because women were in an uproar. You have women making all kinds of drastic examples of the reason why this could never be them, and why they don't agree, and why they're so upset with it, and why this is so distasteful, and all these things, right? And I wanted to give my perspective on this, and we already know, once I give my perspective, I'm gonna hear the all the kind of, she had picked me, she had this, she had that, but I wanted to give my authentic opinion about this situation. So firstly, what I want to say is I don't know the backstory of this couple at all, right? I don't know. This is just a woman who has been with this man, and she appreciates him, she loves him, she's been treating him well. His sister is very happy to be there, and his mom is there, his whole family is there. So obviously they support the love that they have between the two of them, and they obviously think that she is a good match for this relationship, right? Just based off of this a couple second clip and her body language. However, in my opinion, I think that, based off of what we're seeing, this woman is saying that she obviously sees that she has a good man. She wants to take it to the next step. She wants to be his wife. And so because of how good of a man he is, she doesn't have an ego in the situation. So she's going to get down on her knee and she's going to propose to him. Right? So obviously this talks about the type of caliber of man she sees him as, the quality of man she sees him as, whatever positive traits that he provides for her in her life. She obviously sees this man as the prize. And so this is why she is doing this, to show not only in front of him, but in front of his family, his friends, and his peers, that I am humble enough to, put my ego to the side, role reversal, and get on my knees, bow down before you, and ask you to be my husband. I think in that regard, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, with what I just mentioned, if that was the reason behind it. Now, this is where this is my opinion on if I think that this should become a trend or if I think that it should not. In my opinion, marriage is one of the things, the relationship in the marriage is definitely controlled by the man, right? A woman, besides situations like this, cannot become a wife unless a man asks this woman and decides that she is at the level where he wants to be committed and married to her. Why? Because we know that when it comes to especially divorces, men are the ones majority of the time that have the most to lose when it comes to a marriage. A woman can get full custody of all her children. A man might have to pay alimony, whatever things that they both put money into. He can lose half of all the things that he created, especially if he is the breadwinner in the relationship. We know this, right? We can just go on social media and look at the stories, and we will see them time and time again as to why, marriage is actually more of a benefit for the woman than it is for the man. In regards to, if there's a possible divorce. Most of the time when it comes to a divorce, a woman is the one that files. Men do not normally file for divorce. So because of that lack of stability, the fact that a woman can wake up and say her feelings changed, all of these things, we all know, right? We all know the backstory. However, in some senses, this can be looked at as a woman now taking the control or the reins out of the man's hands and putting it in her own hands and deciding, whether it's we've been together for 2 years or long enough, and I feel that I am ready to be a wife. And so since you didn't ask me, I'm going to go ahead and ask you because I don't want to wait anymore. And I just want us to go ahead and hurry up and get married. In my opinion, it can look like a control mechanism where you just want authority to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do at your own pace, regardless of this person is ready or if they're not ready. And I'm not saying, again, I don't know the backstory. There's so much to unpack, but I don't know the backstory. I don't know if, like I said, this is just a good relationship and she just wanted to do this in front of everyone just to show and to prove her love. This man is crying. He could be crying for one or two reasons. He could be crying because, of him just being overwhelmed with the emotion because it was really a shock to him and he was not expecting it. And he is so in love with her. And he just can't believe that this woman is coming in and showing him this love, admiration, and care. Or he could be crying because, sometimes people cry because that's what they feel like you're supposed to do in this kind of moment. That's just my opinion. I'm just being real with y'all. Okay? I'm being real. But I think that as women, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with throwing your ego in the trash can and being humble enough to express your gratitude, admiration, and love for your spouse. However, in my opinion, if you are expressing your love and admiration and gratitude on a continual basis, that will then in turn make this man want to propose to you if marriage is his goal, or also if he knows it's your goal. I think there are other ways, to put the ego down to the side, humble yourself, again, show him love and admiration. There could be a certain time that comes around that you actually show him how much you care for him. You let everybody around him know how much you love, support, and care for this man. But again, in my opinion, my overall synopsis, this can be looked at as a control mechanism and can sometimes ruin the relationship even if you had good intentions. Because it's like you're rushing the brush. And I think that a lot of women, when it comes to marriage and relationships, one of the ultimate things is working on your trust with your partner. And a lot of things is trusting his leadership. And in trusting your man's leadership, it would be trusting him enough to know when is the right time to marry you. Now, I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying that men should be the only, a man should go on his knee and he should propose to a woman. And because of rejection, women should be afraid of rejection too. And It has nothing to do with that aspect of it. Because I know some people are going to bring that up. My whole standpoint is based off of relationships and the whole culture and situations of relationships, and the fact that this is indeed something that a man can control. I do think that we should leave that into that position. And again, showing your love, appreciation, admiration, and love for your partner, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. A man getting married because he knows that that's something that you want, but also it's something that you are deserving of, he will come to you and he will ask you when he feels that it is ready. This is my opinion. If we want to talk about role reversal, we can talk about how if a woman does not want to give a man her body, but a man comes to her and does the whole thing in the spiel about how he's ready, to be inside of her whenever she's ready, not when she's ready for it, but he's proposing the idea that I think I'm ready to be inside of you. And she's saying yes, but she's actually not. It's the same exact thing. It's equated the same exact way. Women, we provide access to our bodies. Men provide access to their resources, to their covering, to their leadership, to relationships, to marriage. This is my opinion on this video. Again, I think I said it all. I would like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.